but this wasn't a drunk feeling. Like, I felt drugged. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've taken a sleeping pill before. I don't know if you have, but you're so groggy the next day. That's why I don't ever take sleeping pills.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that he was on sleeping pills at the time. I didn't know what kind or whatever, but he told me that he took sleeping pills that were prescribed to him by a doctor. And actually, I didn't put this all together until later, but because he blamed it on the alcohol. But I remember, him being on me and me telling him to stop and him not stopping. Um, so I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe I'm just not remembering right. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe I blamed myself. I mean, who wants to go to the police and say, oh, well, my boyfriend just raped me? One day, I asked him if I can use his computer, and I told him that I wanted to download some photos on there and put it on a card so I can go have them developed or whatnot. Because I wanted the computer out of his house and into mine to where I can privately go through everything on there to see if he's looked up anything about bleaching or anything. So I sit there and I'm going through everything and I see an icon on the computer screen and it says Jesse webcam. And I wasn't quite sure that, or even if he was talking to me, because I believe that it was spelled with an IE at the end, and I don't spell my name that way. So I didn't even know if that was me or another Jesse that he was. So I clicked on it, and I just lost it. Like, what I saw on that computer, I can't even explain to you the way that I felt. But when I saw that, I knew I had been drugged. Because it was obvious that I was asleep. Didn't even have my eyes open. I actually looked like I wasn't really even alive, And I couldn't even look any further. Like, I saw the first picture and I called my dad. And that was the best. Like, how do you tell somebody? How do you show them? How do you... And all at the same time, you're sitting there thinking to yourself, what happened to me? Because I don't even know. I don't even know what just happened. So, I went to his house immediately with the computer. And honestly, I wasn't even thinking about the cops at this time because all I wanted to know was why and when and what happened. And so I believe that, is this when you made a copy of his
I took the hard drive.
hard drive?
I took it home.
I don't even remember what he and I even spoke about, like, when I was there, because I just felt so disgusted and so... I mean, everything that he took from me, I almost thought there's nothing else that he could possibly take.
Except your life.
Yeah. So, I take the computer back home, I pull myself together a little bit. And I remember just sitting there for the longest time, thinking, what am I going to do now? And just being disgusted and just... And I got so mad, I was so angry. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to call him, I'm going to confront him for this. Like, I'm standing up to him at this point. Like, I have crossed so many lines, but this line, I'm going to say something. So I get out my little recorder and I call him and he's sleeping on the couch. And he says, what are you doing? I said, nothing, I'm just sitting here on your computer. And I was so mad. And I told him what I found and I said, why would you ever do that? said, I was drunk, I'm sorry. And I said, I would never allow you to do that to me. I would never allow you to do that to me. And that's all he could say is, I'm sorry, I was drunk. Just erase it. Like it never happened. I said, do you know this is against the law? You've broken the law. Like, you could get in a lot of trouble for this. And he said, no, I can't. This is my house. That's my computer. I can do what I want. Like, he really believed that in his mind. He really thought that was the truth. And at this point, I'm realizing, okay, I'm getting ready to piss him off just a little bit, you know. Like, I need to back up no matter what I'm feeling right now and understand the situation, you know. And I remember just getting off the phone with him. And I tried to go to the county attorney, and he was out of town for a couple of weeks or something, so I couldn't reach him. And I wasn't going to let this go. I was going to definitely file charges, which ended up being only voyeurism, which is a misdemeanor.